If you're a man over 60, what I'm about to share could change how you live the rest of your life. Too many men suffer silently, dragged down by restless nights, endless trips to the bathroom, and the quiet frustration of a body that doesn't cooperate. And here's the truth: most of this suffering isn't caused by age alone, but by daily choices that quietly damage the prostate. I'm Dr. Catherine Rocker, a urologist with more than 30 years of clinical experience. In my career, I've treated thousands of men struggling with prostate problems, and I've also seen men in their 70s and 80s living free from symptoms simply because they changed their habits in time. In this video, I'll share 3 daily practices that research shows can protect your prostate and improve your quality of life. They're simple, they're natural, and one of them may even challenge what you thought you knew about men's health. Why the prostate needs extra care. After 60, to understand why these habits matter, let's take a closer look at the prostate itself. This walnut-sized gland rests just below your bladder, surrounding the urethra like a ring. Its main job is to produce fluid that nourishes and transports sperm. So why does it cause problems later in life? The answer lies in hormonal changes. As men age, testosterone levels shift, and one of its byproducts, called dihydrotestosterone or DHT, acts like fertilizer for the prostate. Over the years, this gentle push becomes a steady force for growth. The gland thickens, pressing against the urethra. This condition, called benign prostatic hyperplasia, BPH, is not cancer, but it can still affect daily life in frustrating ways. The key point is this: while hormonal changes set the stage, how severe your symptoms become is strongly influenced by lifestyle. Inflammation, hydration patterns, circulation, and even emotional health all play a role in how the prostate behaves. That's why the 3 habits I'll reveal aren't just small tweaks. They target the very processes that speed up or slow down prostate enlargement. When you understand the biology, it becomes clear why these changes can be so effective. Now, let's explore the first habit. It may sound basic, but done correctly, it can drastically reduce irritation and improve your sleep. Habit 1: strategic hydration. Water seems so simple that most men overlook it. Yet how and when you hydrate can mean the difference between a calm bladder and a night filled with bathroom trips. Here's what I see often in my practice. Many older men don't feel thirsty the way they used to. They go through the day drinking very little. Then, in the evening, they try to make up for it, chugging water, tea, or even beer right before bed. That pattern almost guarantees problems. Why? Because when your body runs low on fluids, your urine becomes concentrated, darker, heavier, loaded with irritants. That irritates the lining of the bladder and fuels inflammation in the prostate. Imagine pouring acid on a sensitive surface day after day. That's what concentrated urine can do inside your urinary tract. Studies have shown that men who drink less than about 1.5 liters of fluids a day report much worse urinary symptoms than those who drink steadily throughout the day. And here's the good news: when those men changed their hydration pattern, their symptoms improved within weeks. The key is timing. If you load most of your fluids in the evening, you're asking your bladder to stay busy all night. Instead, shift your intake earlier. Aim to drink about 70% of your daily fluids before dinner. Start with a glass of water when you wake up. Keep sipping through the morning and continue after lunch. By late evening, only drink enough to stay comfortable. My patients who adopt this routine often tell me the same thing. For the first time in years, I slept through the night. And that single change, better sleep, ripples outward. It lowers stress, balances hormones, supports immunity, and yes, reduces inflammation throughout the body, including in the prostate. Hydration may look basic, but when done with strategy, it's one of the most powerful tools you have to calm your bladder, soothe your prostate, and reclaim restful nights. Part 4. Habit 2. Walking after meals. If hydration is about timing, the second habit is about movement. And the movement I recommend is surprisingly simple. Take a short walk after your meals. I remember one of my patients, a man in his late 60s, who came to me exhausted from waking up 5 or 6 times a night. We worked on his hydration, but I also asked him to add one thing: a 15-minute walk after lunch and dinner. 2 weeks later, he came back with a grin. His nighttime trips had dropped by half. So why does something so simple work? The answer lies in circulation and inflammation. Walking after eating boosts blood flow to your pelvis. That means your prostate receives more oxygen and nutrients, both of which help it function better. This improved circulation also reduces chronic inflammation, which is one of the main drivers of prostate enlargement and urinary discomfort. There's another layer here: blood sugar. Spikes in glucose after meals fuel inflammation and damage blood vessels over time. Research has shown that men with poorly managed blood sugar are far more likely to develop severe urinary symptoms. But when you take even a gentle walk after eating, your muscles use that sugar for energy, flattening the spike and lowering stress on your body, and the benefits don't stop at your prostate. Walking after meals improves digestion, reduces reflux, and helps prepare your body for better sleep later in the evening. It's like giving your whole system a gentle reset after every meal. The best part? You don't need to push hard. Just 10 to 15 minutes at a comfortable pace is enough. Think of it less as exercise and more as a daily rhythm. Finish eating, then let your body process that food with a little movement. I often tell my patients, you wouldn't leave your dishes piled up after every meal. Eventually, the mess builds. Your body works the same way. A short stroll clears out the metabolic clutter before it causes trouble. This is one of those rare habits where the effort is small, but the return is enormous, not only for your prostate, but for your heart, brain, and overall longevity. Habit 3. Healthy sexual life. The third habit may be the most surprising because it challenges one of the oldest beliefs about prostate health: that the more you ejaculate, the better off your prostate will be. That idea came largely from a famous Harvard study which found men who ejaculated frequently, around 21 times per month, had a lower risk of prostate cancer. For years, the message was simplified to just make sure you're releasing often. But the reality is more complex. What we've learned since is that not all forms of sexual activity affect the body in the same way. Partnered intimacy and solo stimulation both result in ejaculation, but the physiological impact is different. Sex with a partner boosts oxytocin, the hormone of bonding and relaxation, while lowering cortisol, the stress hormone. It also improves blood flow in the pelvic area and helps the muscles around the prostate relax. These combined effects reduce inflammation, improve circulation, and promote hormonal balance. Frequent solo activity, on the other hand, doesn't always provide those same benefits. In fact, some studies suggest that excessive reliance on masturbation, particularly when it becomes habitual and disconnected from intimacy, can create pelvic tension and irritate the prostate rather than protect it. That doesn't mean masturbation is harmful in moderation, but the bigger lesson is this: quality matters more than quantity. A fulfilling sex life that supports emotional connection and relaxation appears to protect the prostate more effectively than counting ejaculations. For men without partners, there are still ways to capture many of these benefits: pelvic floor exercises, circulation-boosting activities, and even stress reduction techniques like meditation all contribute to a healthier prostate environment. So, when thinking about sexual health after 60, shift the focus. Don't ask, how many times? Ask instead, what kind of experience supports my body, my hormones, and my peace of mind? That's the real key to protecting your prostate through intimacy, integration, and lifestyle context. Hydration, walking, intimacy. Each of these habits has power on its own, but the real magic happens when they're practiced together, day after day. Over time, they create a healthier internal environment where your prostate can function with less stress and less inflammation. Think of them as 3 legs of a stool. If one is missing, the stool wobbles. But when all 3 are in place, you create stability, not just for your prostate, but for your entire body. And while these habits are essential, they work best when supported by a broader lifestyle foundation. Nutrition, for example, plays a direct role. Foods rich in antioxidants like tomatoes, berries, and leafy greens help combat oxidative stress, which accelerates prostate growth. Healthy fats from sources like fish, olive oil, and nuts help regulate hormones. Body weight matters too. Extra abdominal fat drives hormonal imbalance, increasing the conversion of testosterone into estrogen and DHT, the very hormones that stimulate prostate enlargement. Managing weight through balanced diet and movement reduces that pressure. And then there's metabolic health. High blood pressure, diabetes, and elevated cholesterol don't just threaten your heart, they're closely tied to worsening prostate symptoms as well. Keeping these numbers in check through lifestyle and medical guidance is one of the most powerful ways to protect urinary function. Finally, medical vigilance is non-negotiable. No matter how disciplined you are with habits, you still need regular checkups. Annual visits with your urologist, including a PSA test and digital rectal exam, can catch problems early, when they're far easier to treat. Too many men avoid these appointments out of discomfort, but I can tell you firsthand, early detection saves lives. So while the 3 habits are your daily defense, they're part of a bigger shield: diet, weight management, metabolic control, and proactive medical care. Put together, they form a comprehensive plan that not only protects your prostate, but also extends your energy, independence, and vitality well into the years ahead. We've covered a lot, but the message is simple. Your prostate health is not out of your control. 3 habits, done consistently, can make an enormous difference. First, strategic hydration. Drink enough water, but do it smartly. Front-load your intake during the day and ease off at night. This keeps urine from irritating your prostate and helps you sleep without constant interruptions. Second, walking after meals. Just 10 to 15 minutes of relaxed movement after lunch and dinner improves circulation, lowers blood sugar spikes, and reduces inflammation in the prostate and beyond. Third, a healthy sexual life. Focus less on counting ejaculations and more on quality intimacy, connection, and balance. This reduces stress hormones, improves blood flow, and protects your prostate on a deeper level. Together, these habits are more than routines. They're choices that protect your independence, your dignity, and your quality of life. I've seen men in their 70s and 80s adopt them and experience fewer nighttime trips, stronger urinary flow, and even greater vitality. It is never too late to start. Here's my challenge for you. Write down these 3 habits: hydration, walking, intimacy, and post them somewhere you'll see them every day. Start with one change. Maybe tomorrow morning, you drink your first glass of water as soon as you wake up. Or, after dinner tonight, take a short walk. Small steps create big change over time. And most importantly, don't keep this to yourself. Share this message with a friend, a brother, or anyone in your life who could benefit. Far too many men suffer in silence, believing there's nothing they can do. But you know better now. Before you go, I want to ask 3 simple things. If this video gave you something valuable, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss future strategies for men's health. Share this video with a friend, brother, or anyone you know who needs this information, because no man should struggle in silence when solutions are within reach. And finally, drop a 1 in the comments if you're ready to make a change starting today. That single number is your first step in taking control of your prostate health.